here we are at the WeVideo dashboard. I've signed in with my school Gmail address. Our school does have a site license, so all of the teachers have an account and all the upper school students have an account. If your school doesn't have a license, I think WeVideo is offering some expanded access on the free accounts right now. So on the dashboard, I can create a new edit directly from here. I can choose the template. They have quite a few templates for their full version, and it shows the recent edits that I've worked on. It's really divided into two sections, projects and edits. Projects are like a big bucket that will contain a lot of edits. So you can see I've created a project for my home learning videos, and it has 9 edits in that project. So I'm going to pop in there. You can see all of these individual edits are in this project. One nice thing about projects, if you have the school version, you can add collaborators to it. Multiple people can work in a single project at the same time, but only one person can be working inside and edit at the same time. Take a little walk through the editing dashboard. So it drops us here in the stock media folder. The full version has loads of free resources, and I can search for individual things here by keyword, or I can restrict by type if I'm looking for a video, an image, or audio file in a particular theme. I can add filters, and I can restrict to my favorites. I'm going to go into my media. Here we have other media that I have imported or recorded previously, and I can import media here. I'm going to go ahead and do that because I do have some media that I recorded in Screencastify. So I'm going to click on Drive and choose this me. Go into my Screencastify here. So here's my edit that I want. I'm going to choose that. And you can see that I'm dropping it in there. You'll see this little chasing blue line, whether you're importing or you've recorded directly into WeVideo. Do not close your computer or your browser window while that little chasing blue line is still there. That means that the video is still uploading or rendering. And if you close out before it's done, it may not save it. Ask me how I know. Okay, so you'll see that down here in the editing section, in my timeline, I currently have 1 audio track and 2 video tracks. You cannot change the order of these video tracks. So if you put your footage in a video track and then later decide that you wanted it behind something else or in front of something else, you have to move the footage. You can't just reorder these tracks, as far as I know. And I'm going to add some motion titles probably. I can see test drive some of them over here. So if I decide that those are the titles I want, I'm going to go ahead and drag those into video 2. And now I'm going to click on my backgrounds tab here. I'm going to decide if I want some kind of groovy background to start with. News opener, blue glow. I'm going to go blue glow. So to play what I have so far, I can just hit my space bar and it'll start playing from wherever the playhead is. So you can see that those titles are floating above the blue glow. That's because they're on top of the blue glow. So these layers work just like they look. I should be able to grab and drag my blue glow down to match the length of my footage there. So now you can see the little blue line is gone on my piece there. I'm going to go ahead and bring that in. I can scrub the playhead across my video to decide where I want to start it or end it. If at any point I don't like what's going on, I can choose a spot and see these tiny scissors. They're minuscule, But if I click the scissors, it's going to cut my clip right there at the location of the playhead. And then I can click on and get rid of anything I didn't want. You can see as I'm moving this around, red means like that can't go there, green means okay. If I'm trying to squeeze a clip into a space between two other clips, it'll ask me if I want to trim it to fit or if I want to push the other clips to make room for it. In terms of my audio, I'm going to go here to my fat track height, and that actually will show me audio. So if, for example, I decide that the audio is terrible in this whole clip and I don't want to use it, I can actually set the audio to that clip down to 0, and then I can separately record and narrate audio that's going to go into my audio track. And that'll go down here in the audio track. I can also add some separate audio. I can add more than one audio track. So again, I can go ahead and if I want some background music, and I can shorten that just how I want. You'll see there's a little blue line. That's the audio levels. I can set this, if I click on the little sandwich here, I can choose to fade it in and out if I wish. So in any clip, to customize what's happening in that clip, I can double click on it and it's going to bring up a more detailed editing window. Here I can add my custom text. I can change my colors if I want, and then you'll see here, this little filters, I can add some other groovy things. In a regular video clip like this one, when I double click, you see I have a lot more options up here. I can go ahead and set my audio. This is for the entire clip. I can add some animations for the beginning and end. Change my color settings. And if I did want to record on a green screen so that I could be presenting my mini lesson from space, at this little person is where I would access the chroma key. So that's a quick drive through of the basics of projects and edits. WeVideo does have very good tutorials. Here in the question mark, they've got a lot of kind of just short snippets themselves that are really good.